I carried you home, taking all the weight off your shoulders. Now we're long gone, falling into 1 year older. It's funny how our love began when I was sober. Now I stumble in a room where nobody else cares. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. We've been knocked down way too many times, and now my tries deja vu round, spinning me into another lost time. Tell me where this road will end before I drive over the edge. Give me one break to recover myself, because I can't bear. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking.
Welcome back to Minnesota Championship Series, the premier version of tonight. This is the big one, the big boys, the most skilled Rocket League that we have to offer in this league. So it's going to be great fun before our LAN next weekend. But alongside with me in the casting booth is Quick Horizon. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We both have some skin in the matches tonight. I'm really excited to see what's going on here. We're going to start off with the Minnetonka Barons going up against the Duluth Superiors. Tivils, those are your boys. What are you thinking going into this matchup?
Yeah, they're feeling confident. They had a great season as well, so got the first spot in South. Did auto-qualify for the LAN, so definitely coming from a strong spot, a strong position as well, but feeling great in their gameplay. It's going to be really telling. I'm really curious to see how this goes, especially before LAN, because this could be a precursor to how that event goes.
Yeah, I'm really curious on how these seeding matches are going to shape up versus the overall standings that we had going into the postseason. It'd be really interesting to see how these teams match up in a bubble versus outside of that. But going to this first matchup here, the Barons taking this series in 5 games the last time that they went up against the Superiors. Really strong showing from your boys that series, and I think we're just going to have to see more of the same. Now, I believe the Superiors are swapping out, is it Veltri for Volt Destroyer, correct?
I'm not sure. That would make sense to me. Volt has done well all season.
Yeah.
I talked
Volt
to him.
played in the qualifiers, I know.
Yeah, that would make sense then. I talked to him a while ago. He said he felt a lot more comfortable with the Premier team, so I would not be surprised at all. And yeah,
I mean,
hopefully, go ahead.
Oh, well, they reverse swept the Flyers to get into LAN here, so they are clearly looking like they're in top form here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does scare me because especially on LAN, you need that ice. Even if you're down 3-0 like they were in that series and a best of 7 as well, you have that ice. Knowing you have that in your pocket, in your back pocket, even at LAN, that's a big thing to have. But we're just getting the players into the lobby for you. One team has showed up. My team hasn't showed up yet, so wondering where they are. But we'll get this match started for you in just a minute.
What makes you an exception?
Okay, it sounds.
All right, welcome back to the Minnesota Championship Series. We did have some technical difficulties, some time away, but we're back here now with the Barons and Duluth. We're going to get the players in the game and get this match started off.
Fuego gets a piece of it and gets pushed off to the side. Seems like both teams are kind of feeling it out still, trying to find some footing here as we get the first minute of game 1 underway. Tibbles, are you there with me, or is it just me here currently?
No, I'm here. I'm back fixing some stuff for the stream, but we're good now. We'll tune back in 1 minute left, or 1 minute in this game, rather. Dorka getting demoed for that, not going to be able to continue that offensive play. Kai trying to carry it out. Fuego takes a good 50 with him. Kai maybe trying to pass the sub blue, but it's not going to go through Volt. Gatman so quick to that ball, not giving Volt any space, and that's exactly what you need to do to take care of him defensively. He's just such a fast player. He can get the ball where he wants it to go. You can shut him down quick. That's going to be great moving forward. Dorka going for this one as well. Gatman actually going to take the 50 for it, and no one on top so far, Quick.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely seems like the Barons have a bit of advantage here. It seems like they're a little bit more comfortable. I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing from the... Oh, wow. Close one for Fuego, almost own goaled that. But, yeah, it seems like the Barons are controlling the ball a little bit better and getting those getting that offensive pressure that you need. Great chance from Gatman. Barely goes wide. Blue is going to clear this one out. Chase it down to the corner. He's got Volt Destroyer out in front. Can he get to him? Oh, nobody is there to connect on that one. Really close on that attempt. Dorka banging it down with Blue, chasing it back. We'll see if he can get a hold of it. Doesn't have to because Volt Destroyer cleared away. Gatman with the center. Are they going to see the third man commit? He does. Fuego just barely off target. Oh, that was so close. And Volt Destroyer is going to collect this one. Let's see if he gets another one at mid. Going to clear it off to the side. Kai going up. Bangs it out, but nobody there to collect it except for Fuego, who puts it back the other way. Volt Destroyer looking to grab this one in his own corner. Misses the ball. Gatman bumps it into it for his center, but Kai is there to pick it up. These guys are looking fantastic. And Blue also looking really good. We see him go up to challenge Fuego. Gets him off of that ball right there. It's a great play.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him make too many mistakes so far, but almost Dorka putting that one in. Not going to be able to. It's going to go off the post. So close to scoring, but
what a
Kai and Volt play of themselves. They're going to score for the Superiors 1-0.
That was a great touch-up by Kai, knowing his teammate Volt Destroyer is there to just put that one right down past the last defender. Wow, what a great touch there and some great teamwork. That's exactly what they need. I'm surprised that looking really good coming out from the Superiors. Unfortunately, not going to find out what the actual lineup will be for LAN, unless if this is their plan here. I'm not sure if you've heard anything, Tibbles.
I haven't heard anything, but I would be very surprised if they used the sub at LAN. Not unheard of course. Grape subbing up in Challenger, Ramir, and getting to Grand Finals, so it can happen. You know, it's not impossible. Fuego trying to turn this around, trying to tie it up for his team. Dorka, great pass from Kai to the middle. No one there to collect it. Gatman, an awkward touch. He's going to have to go back to it. Zero boost in the tank. Going to have to try and get a second touch on Evoldus. Sent to the side. Takes a 50 with Blue. Fuego up for this one. Awkward off the wall. Barons looking uncharacteristically awkward. That's almost a shot, but Barons survive for right now.
Yeah, that was really close. Kai, what a tip. Oh, man, that man is dangerous from anywhere. Wow, he got absolutely all over that one. You see Gatman 50 this one back out towards mid. Fuego is there, puts it up above, looks for a double, but Volt Destroyer is all over him. Dorka keeping control of the ball in the corner. He pops out towards center, but Kai clears it away. Gatman looking to get control of this. He puts it up, goes for the double. Can he get it off the backboard? Almost. Sounds like a double clip from the Barons. Let's see if Fuego can put it in. He might have to, and he does. Wow, what a gross touch from him.
A great pass from Gatman. Blue on the ceiling. Kai awkward. He has to jump. He has to make an attempt at the save, but Fuego just puts that perfectly in top right corner. That's going to tie it up for them, and Barons, they needed that goal. You know, dare I say, they looked a little slower than usual, but that goal is going to turn up their engines a little bit. Kai carrying it out from the corner. Gatman turning on that one well, putting it up to the backboard. Volt is going to go as well as his teammate. That could be an issue moving forward with the double commits.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure here. Definitely feels like both teams are trying to feel it out. We'll see Dorka put it on net, but it gets cleared away. Fuego is going to pressure this one in the opposing side. Actually gives Kai some space, who passes it back to Volt Destroyer. We'll see those two make another push, trying to end the game in regulation here. 30 seconds left, 1-1, but it gets cleared away. Kai looking to collect this one in the midfield. He does get a hold of it, but nobody's going to be there to support him. He gets it past Dorka. Can he get past Fuego? No. Fuego is there to clear it out to the corner. He keeps control of it. 0 boost. Looking to see if he can just get a 50 on Volt Destroyer here. He does. That's a great tip. Can he get the goalie? Oh, nobody is there to follow him up. That was really tight. 5 seconds left. This game's looking like it's going to head into overtime unless the Volt Destroyer can make something happen here. He gets up. He puts it out. Blue is there. It gets cleared away by Dorka. That was a close one, man.
Yeah, what impresses me about Fuego is just even if he has 0 boost, he can do so much on the ball. He can get in front of your hits and make it so awkward for you to make a play, but making a play is here. Volt trying to pass it to the middle to Blue. Fuego getting a touch just in time. Blue, the sub's gonna have to carry it out with not much boost, only 24 in the tank. Dorka gets a 50 to the middle. Kai goes missing. That's awkward. Barons have all the pressure in the world right now, not able to do anything with it.
Oh, is he there? Oh, no, Fuego puts it over. Wow, way to be there, Fuego. Great team play. And you know, something I saw there that I think we haven't seen a lot of in this game so far was demos. You know, Dorka getting that demo, I think, is what kind of cascaded into that goal there, it felt like.
Yeah, and that's a big thing for Dorka, is getting those demos. That physical play has been huge for the Barons. That, you know, they're a fast team by themselves. Fuego, Gatman, and Dorka, all talented players in their own right. But having that physical play, that kind of backup plan if you need to, you know, if you're really getting down and dirty and you just need to disrupt the other team's formation, that's exactly what you can do. They have that in their back pocket at all times, and that's why they're so successful, even if they, you know, start off with a losing game in this one.
Right, yeah, when you can score from, I mean, essentially anywhere, shaking up the goalie at all becomes so much more dangerous at this level of gameplay. I mean, even getting the goalie to jump can be more than enough that you need to get it past them. So we'll see the Barons take game 1 only by 1. Blue really surprising me in that one, just positioning himself well, not overcommitting on anything, just playing good, smart Rocket League. That was really nice to see from him.
Definitely. On the side of Superiors, though, I don't feel like they had a bad game. I thought they played pretty well.
Yeah.
Blue, obviously, with 88 points. I do have to say it. He is a sub, of course. It's tough, especially in Premier, to be subbing up. But maybe looking for a better performance in this one, maybe trying to click with the team better, maybe just warming up. So we'll see how it goes for the super sub in this one.
Yeah, you never know, especially when it's a sub that was picked up partway through the season. Like Volt Destroyer played for the Superiors this whole season, so he had time to begin to build that chemistry. And of course, with him being a Premier player himself last season, just kind of sets him apart. So Blue, not to compare him to Volt Destroyer, but he's kind of got to step up in that role to fill out the chemistry, which I'm guessing is what set the Barons apart that last series. Their last game.
And they're missing Caden as well, who is a supremely talented player, a very talented, so that's obviously a huge loss as well. But yeah, I don't think he had a bad game, just maybe trying to pick up the game, like the pace of the gameplay is really hard to get used to it. But if you can get used to that, you know, the sky's the limit, of course, in this Premier League. But yeah, Barons and Superiors, what a matchup. But as Fuego gets back into the game and just had to restart his PC, I believe. But we are going to get this game 2 started, Quick Horizon.
Yeah, I really don't know what it'll take. Honestly, it feels like there's a few things that both teams could do. Maybe both of them kind of feeling each other out in that first game. I'm curious to see. It didn't really feel like anybody was trying to get too aggressive on it, but as we start game number 2 here, that's what I'm hoping to see. I'm really hoping to see one of these teams take hold of the reins and try to run away with it. See Kai center it, but Fuego is there to get an easy tap away. Volt Destroyer is going to go up for this, but Fuego goes under him. Can he get the double? Gatman puts it off to the side. Dorka is going to try to get aggressive on this one, but it gets cleared away by Blue down to Kai, who gets it banged down into the Barons side. The Barons try to get some mid control here. Volt Destroyer puts on net. Fuego is there. What a save from him. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he read that.
Yeah, Fuego's so good defensively. Reacts fast to that one. Gatman Gets it to the wall. An unorthodox miss from Volt. That's going to be it for Gatman. Gatman to drop it in. No, we can't get to it. And what a close goal that would have been. But Dorka streaking across the field, getting a 50 on this one. Just puts out that pressure so well while his teammates are back. Gatman getting a touch. It's just downfield. Fuego up for this one. Gets a 50 with it. Dorka trying to, but Volt so fast to it as well. And this is just a battle of pace right now. Quick. Whoever can get to the ball first and can make the best touch is going to be the one victorious, but that could be an O goal as Kai bounces it down. It's going to be bailed out by Volt.
Yeah, no kidding. Like you said, the best touch might win it, or the worst touch could lose this for one of the teams. This is really tight so far, as both teams seem to be trying to get control of the midfield to get some pressure going. Maybe get a center or two out here. We're going to see Voltstrike cleared in front of his own net. Fuego tips it back up, but Blue is there to get a piece of it. Gatman goes up. Can he get the double off the wall? He can. Is somebody there for the center? Not quite. Voltstrike gets a piece of that, but gets 50 by Dorka. Voltstrike looking to center it back to his teammate. Blue and Kai are kind of in the same spot, but that might not be a problem. Kai is very quick and gets up on that ball. We'll see Gatman clear it away back the other way. Volt Destroyer, not enough boost to quite get the double now. And Kai picks it up, very dangerous. Oh, but Fuego, great play, great touch into the corner. What a fantastic bounce for the Barons. See it try to collect it at mid here. In 2 minutes, almost halfway done in this game. What are you thinking here, Tibbles? Are you feeling good about what you're seeing on the Barons here, or are you a little nervous?
I'm not nervous.
Oh, let's see that. Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah. Dorka up for this one, trying to get an air dribble going, maybe a dunk, but I'm not too nervous, actually. Barons, you know, they're firing on all cylinders, but Superiors, their defense has just been a brick wall. I mean, they have been cutting out. The most important detail is they cut out the Barons before they can really get going. Other teams don't do that, and they get beaten because of it. That's why Superiors are still in this game. But a double commit from the Barons, that could be dangerous for them. Kai sending it all the way downfield. That's going to be an easy clear for Fuego over to Dorka. Dorka to the corner. Blue is going to have to deal with this one. Does. Gets it to the ceiling. Gets it to Dorka. Kai going to have to make a save. Does on the goal line. Blue finally clears it out. But yeah, still 0-0 on this scoreboard.
Yeah, officially under the halfway point in game 2 here. Both teams trying to find some control. You know, not to say that these teams aren't maybe taking this totally seriously, but that this is definitely a time for these players to feel out the other team's Gatman puts that in the back of the net. Absolutely open for him, but I imagine most of these Premier teams are taking this as a chance to see the amount of time that the other teams have been putting into the game over the last couple of weeks. We had a little bit of a break there, so I'm curious if maybe they're kind of still feeling it out, not trying to overpressure anything, just to try to gain some intel.
Yeah, and sometimes the danger that you face as a number 1 ranked team as that hits off the post, almost goes in. Dorka almost had an opportunity as well. It's not going to go for them. Sometimes the danger of being number 1 ranked is you auto-qual, but as I say that, Fuego, he's going to put it waterfall down. He's going to have that no problem. Defenders messing up on the backboard there.
Yeah, I mean, the Barons just showing why they earned that number 1 spot, and they earned it pretty handily. I mean, 9 points, or excuse me, 9 points over the other conference, but 4 points over their own conference. I mean, that's almost a whole game that you guys got to play with, and that South Conference was really tight this season. It was pretty crazy seeing those teams go up against each other just to qualify for LAN. I mean, not to say the North sucks, but clearly the South has got something special in the water.
Definitely, yeah, like I was going to say, sometimes the danger of being the number 1 ranked is, do you think, in those couple weeks between LAN and the end of the season, like you mentioned, sometimes maybe teams take a more lax approach to practicing and making sure they're in their best form for LAN. But I know that this team has not fallen into that trap, and they're proving it here with a 2-0 lead over the absolutely marvelous Superiors. Gatman dunking that down. Dorka to the middle. Volt has to make that save. He does. Sends it out to Kai. Kai with an air dribble. Dorka up as well. Has to make another touch or Blue. Double commit on the side of the Barons. Fuego all in, all 3 players up, but he does get the ball and some space, but not a great pass that's going to give possession back.
And that's one of those important things, you know, generally somebody of a lower rank, oh, just free for Fuego, oh, can't quite connect on it. Oh, man, that was so close. But like I was saying, I mean, Fuego committing as the 3rd man there to get on top of it because he absolutely had to. That's a scary thing to do, but something that you have to be prepared for at this level, where if you leave it, it could result in a goal. Fuego with a really close one off of a pop from the other side. That was so close. Blue looking to take control of this in the opposing side. He's going to put it up, but Fuego is there to get a piece of it. Oh, none of the defenders are there, and this is just going to turn to a free goal unless the Blue can get back on it. Wow, great touch by Blue. Dorka's going to follow it up, though, and he just puts it in the net. 3-0, 12 seconds. This is exactly where you want to be, Tibbles.
Duluth, both actual Premier starting players leaving their third super sub on the back by himself. Of course, Barons are going to score that. They're going to make it 3-0, 12 seconds left. Not much time for them to come back. Of course, it's still possible for the Superiors. They need to get one now, though. Right now, Kai sends it down to the middle, over to Fuego. Fuego is going to burn so many seconds off this clock. 3 seconds left. It will be over. Gatman maybe getting one for the road. Fuego will instead 2-0. They need to reverse sweep.
Yeah, you know, we're in the postseason now, so it's even more important to start to pad those stats. Regular season's over, boys. Every goal counts for a little bit more now, so start to pad those postseason stats, start to look good for next season. But the Barons looking absolutely fantastic there, showing off that the chemistry is what is going to set them apart in this series.
Definitely
Yeah, we'll see.
Blue on top on this game as well, on top on the scoreboard for his team, so that's really great to see from the super sub. Of course, it doesn't mean much if you don't win the game or not even score a goal, to be frank, but it is a positive sign to be sure.
Yeah, the Barons just looking really strong there. I mean, strong in the defensive zone and especially strong in the offensive zone. Superiors are just going to have to figure out how to connect and get past them. And like I said, I think it's that aggressive gameplay. That game, I don't believe we saw too many demos, or if we did, none of them directly led to a goal. I believe actually the Barons got one, right? Dorka got one off the demo there.
Yep.
So I think that the Superiors are going to have to see that step up. You can get the saves all you want, but somebody's going to be on that rebound or you're going to trip up. And if you're not connecting on your own, those giving up goals is way more dangerous.
The problem that Duluth has is that I think they started off better than the Barons. And in that first game, for a lot of it, they were playing better. They were the better team.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it's been downhill ever since then, and they need to make a recovery now. It's a best of 5, game 3. They're down 0-2. They need to make a change now, or this will be the end of their series.
And again, you know, this is still pre-land. These are teams that are still trying to find their footing. Obviously, with the Superiors playing with 2 subs, that shifts it up a little bit. But we're going to see Fuego try to get control of his own net. Wow, what a great play by Gatman to get that past Blue, who's ready for a shot. Dorka looking for a dribble. Kai is there to bang it off to the side. Gatman centers it for Fuego. Fuego cannot quite connect. We'll see if Voltstr can get control of this. Bumped away by Fuego. Kai grabs control. He puts it on net, but Dorka is there to clear it off to the side. Voltstr going to be looking to center this one. We'll see if Blue can get up on this. He is up, but Gatman gets a great touch. Kai left alone, but he just clears it back from the corner. No pressure coming out from the Superiors, and we'll see the Barons start to gain control here. Wow, what a great play from Fuego. Fantastic pass out to Gatman. Oh, wow! That was so close. Kai almost own goaled that. I was a little concerned for a second there.
Blue getting that past Fuego, surprisingly. He has an opportunity
What
here.
a down.
Volt pre-flipping for that one, flipping down. All 3 defenders back for that one, going to keep it out. And like you said, yeah, Fuego and Gatman putting some amazing plays together as he gets a flip reset on that one. Under 1, Dorka to finish. It's blocked by Blue, the super sub. Fuego is going to have to bring it back to the wall. It's back to square 1.
Yeah, great aggression coming out from both sides here. Both teams looking a lot more comfortable. Definitely going to come down to the team plays, though. That's what we're going to have to see, and I think that the Barons are leading in that department. Their passes have been fantastic. Their midfield control has been fantastic. I think that they're the team to beat in Game 3 here, and it's do or die for the Superiors. Curious to see what they're going to change up as we get into the first minute and a half past here. Fuego looking for a dribble, but Blue is there. He's going to clear it off. Going to get banged back down, but Gatman, it's an easy pickup for him. Oh, great aggression from Kai. He gets all over him for that. Maybe a little bit of an ego challenge, but a double coming out from the Barons. Fuego, easy control. Man, Fuego, you just can't say his name enough in the series. He is absolutely all over the Superiors.
Fuego all over the pitch, naturally. He's just that kind of player. A great pass from Dorka. Gatman to drop it down off the post. Dorka to finish. It doesn't matter. 1-0 to the Barons.
What a touchdown. Just a great play. Even though he didn't get the goal, he didn't throw the ball off so much that his teammate couldn't score it. That's just a great touch.
Yeah, Dorka scoring that one. That's going to be a huge confidence boost for him. Maybe some nerves. I think he'll be fine, but 1-0 in this game 3, and Superiors, it's gone bad to worse for them. They need to make a change, but what could that change be? Maybe not too much. Kai trying to get a block on that one. Volt as well. Maybe a solo play from Volt is maybe what I'm looking for this one.
I don't know. You know, looking at the Superiors, I think that this is a team that would play better from behind. You know, when you have to make those split-second aggressive choices. This feels like a team that is more than happy to play overly aggressive rather than overly defensive, you know. We'll see Volt Destroyer, he almost gets it on net. He's there to get a center. Kai is up for it, but it's just barely off. Unfortunately, Blue too far back, but he gets a shot. What a bump! Oh, great save by Dorka. He's there. A double commit coming up from the Barons, but I don't think it matters as the Superiors are still trying to regain from that crazy offensive pressure that we just saw there. That was absolutely nuts.
That was the first time I've seen Barons defense flustered in quite a while. Is there, and again, Dorka making a stop on the goal line. Gatman trying to get a middle. Blue off the ceiling, off one. Dorka to finish, to challenge him. Rather 50s that one. Kai to the wall, off the wall, to the Volt. Fuego gets the 50 as well. Gatman touches it to the ground, has an opportunity, a double commit that leaves Fuego by himself.
Come on, Blue.
Blue off the backboard. Fuego gets a great touch, a great save from him. Gets a little
That was a
touch
fit.
of that. It's going to go back to their corner. And Barons have some pressure off the backboard. Dorka maybe to Fuego. Gatman to finish. Kai there instead. Superiors hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, man, Gatman got all of that one to keep it center. We'll see him give it back up. We're going to see it cleared by the Superiors as they get some pressure going here. But the Barons looking solid on the offense and on the defense. As I say that, it goes, oh, not quite able to get there. Dorka, Blue puts that one just past him. That was really tight. Looked like he just happened to be cycling back in the net. Oh, no. But there it was. Kai going for the demo causes Dorka to jump, and that little bit is all it took. Oof.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for them, tying up this game. That's what they need to bring it back, but they're going to need a little more than that to bring this to a win for Game 3 for them. Bolt off his own wall. That could be awkward. Gatman free flips that one to the middle. Kai, good awareness there to get it out of his half, but yeah, Barons, if they can get some pressure going, I think they can take this game.
Oh, no,
Kai almost had a great pass to his teammate. I think his teammate had an open net. Kai just shifting that to the left. Gatman now has an opportunity from the middle over to the Kai. He's going to save that instead. Spear is doing a great job of warding off Barons' attacks. That's going to be a miss of the defender, but like he can still get it out off the post to Gatman. Gatman up to Fuego. Volt up for this one. Volt all over the field right now and showing.
Oh man, that's oh, so close. Dorka almost puts it in from a crazy angle. Wow, that was tight. Fuego keeping control in front of the net. We'll see if the Barons can keep control of this ball or if it's going to start to go. It looks like it's going the other way. Dorka is going to put it to his own corner over to Gatman, who looks to control it. Under 30 seconds here, tied 1-1. We know the Superiors are comfortable making reverse sweeps, but they have to start it here. Fuego just barely off target, but Dorka's there. Kai can't get the save. Oh man, that was so close. 14 seconds, 2-1.
Dorka to finish that one off. A risky play from Blue. That's a risky play to put it right in the middle as we're tied with 15 seconds left, but Dorka going to put that one in, put Barons up top on this one, 2-1, 14 seconds left. Superiors find themselves again on the back foot. They need something now to tie up the series, to take it to overtime. 6 seconds left. Blue, can he get a pass to the middle? He gets a 50. That's good enough to the wall. Volt trying to get it middle as well. If anyone can do it, it's him, but Fuego now has possession, puts it down. That's going to be a 3-0 sweep for the Barons.
Yeah, what a terrible position have to be in where there's 0 seconds left on the clock and the only thing between you and the goal is Fuego. I mean, that is something from my worst nightmares. That's just an absolutely terrible spot to be in. And Fuego does everything in his power to let his team win in 3, which, you know, with this season where even if you don't win the series, your game wins counting 4 points, that shutout is really big for the Barons to help separate them and try to get that #1 spot in seeding.
Definitely, but that's going to be a win for the Barons, and that's not the only series we have tonight. That's the first of 2. The other 2 is going to be the Burnsville Inferno versus Brainerd Victory. That's a really hot matchup. Burnsville, I think, undefeated in the past like 6 or 7 series, so that's going to be a great series to watch. Stick around for that.
this, guys.
Oh, no way!
21 against Jinko, and he's still got some spots to play with here. Thunder peeks out.
Oh, boy, this young Link is looking good for Sully Pump.
Neck and neck right now. Rogers, though, proved
Our top two Washington players here coming in for sweep. Oh, no. Take that back. We have a
Our players from Rogers. Wow.
All units, stand by to engage enemy targets. Mission accomplished. Well done.
Time runs me over, and I want some thicker skin. Learn to be skeptical of those with good intention. Why is it hard to love without hurting anyone? Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still I'm waiting, I'm hoping that you set me free. Can't take the pressure you hold over me. I'm falling, I'm fading, I'm losing my mind. Can't take the pressure and leave you behind.
one. Welcome back to Minnesota Championship Series, the premier night of our weekend. And for you now, we have our second series, Burnsville Inferno and the Brainerd Victory go head-to-head in this matchup next. But alongside me, new to the casting booth tonight is Fiddlesticks.
So it's good to be with you.
Yeah, what do you think about this matchup?
I think it'll be a close one. We have both teams coming in. You look at the last 5 games, 5 wins across the board for both teams. I think that speaks for itself in a lot of ways. They both feel really good coming in, but unfortunately, only one team can come out with the victory. But it looks like it's really close on paper, kind of looking at all the stats going down the line. So really, really hard to call it. I know the Victory are feeling really good coming in, but what are you hearing about the Inferno on the other side?
Inferno, with Chicken, Midas, and Wesley all on that team. I think Chicken and Midas, the dynamic duo, they complement each other so well when they're playing. They work together so well, and you can see that in their gameplay as well. So that's definitely something to look out for, Chicken and Midas working together. But Wesley, of course, you can't forget about him. He scores a lot. He actually had, I think, one of his best performances during play-ins, so they had to qualify through play-ins. Brainerd actually took the #1 spot in North, so that's how they got into the LAN group stages. But Burnsville, they had to go through it all. They had to go through the whole gauntlet to get to where they are now. But I fully believe that they have the chance to take it all.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a 2-3 matchup where, neither team here is... I don't think you can say either team right now is the clear-cut favor. I mean, that's the nature of a classic 2-3 match in the middle of the table. So we'll have to let the talking happen out on the field. So it's going to be really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what these two teams can pull out.
Definitely, and it's going to get this one started in a minute. Just waiting for one team to join, but as soon as they do, we will have this underway for you. But yeah, this matchup... And for LAN, this isn't... I wouldn't say this is the most important series. It can be a precursor to what happens at LAN, at the event. But, on my personal experience, playing before LAN and online was completely different. It was a completely different feel, completely different experience to playing on LAN. Playing on LAN is just... You have that pressure, but that makes it so much better as well. So definitely could be different as well. Some players play differently on LAN than they do online. And Burnsville, they look great online, so I'm hoping that they give us a great performance on LAN as well. But yeah, still waiting for this team to join up. Hopefully they do soon. And you mentioned the other team. What do you think about Brainerd and how Mexi has led this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the stats across, again, kind of speak for themselves. They're scoring more per game than the Inferno are right now. They're shooting more per game than the Inferno are right now, and their shot percentage is better. So I think we should see some really good offensive production out of them. And I think that's really their path to victory here, is just to overpower, to really try to take it to them, score more than their opponent, and that should probably be their game plan going in as we start off here in game 1.
Definitely Midas taking the front foot on that. Mexi, already aggressive play coming out from him, and for Brainerd, I'm not sure what to expect from them. They have some various play styles they like to play, and it really depends on the day what kind of play style you'll see. Goff taking this one off the ceiling, does get a second touch, but dunked by Wesley Perk, forced on the defense to get it past 2, almost. It takes a 50. Mexi trying to get this ball out. Midas up for this one. You can already see the pressure that Brainerd is under right now from the Burnsville Inferno.
Yeah, the Inferno have come out here really quick, trying to flip that script that I was talking about, as we have an attempt on a double tap on the back wall, but they've just taken the game absolutely in full force, and they're really controlling the ball. Though Purge has a really good opportunity off a bad touch off the back wall, and it results in a goal against the run of play, I would say, in this first minute here.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when I saw that goal. It does it very against the run of play. Not very expected at all. One of the players saying he needs to restart, maybe a factor in that goal, but either way, that is going to be 1-0 for the Victory, and that's a great start for them. Some early pressure from Burnsville, but Victory start off for the goal.
Oh, and we almost have another one coming right back in the other direction. It's a really nice flick off the back wall, but he was just unable to put it exactly on target. But they are keeping pressure here as you get a nice little pop-up, but Perg is going to cut that out with a 50 in midfield. Chicken, though, kind of throws it at the back wall, and Midas is going to follow, and Perg is able to cut Wesley off before he's able to get a touch on target. It looks like we have the victory here. They're playing a really nice defensive game so far. They're giving a lot of ground, but they're kind of playing a classic bend don't break, is really what it looks like. They have a lot of support coming in for each player, so that no one's really left on their own. So I'm curious to see if that'll be able to continue.
Chicken sending that one up off the crossbar. Mexi sends it off his own crossbar, but a great clear from Perg. That might just be in. It will be 2-0 for the victory, and for the Inferno, they're just overcommitting. That's their problem right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are overcommitting. It almost feels like this game is, 2-0 or 2-1 with 45 seconds left. They're kind of pulling themselves out of position. They went for maybe a demo that they didn't need to there, and it's just opening up that backside. That goal's too easy. You can't really give that up, especially at this rank.
Inferno coming in with a hot streak as Perk clears it out once again. Midas forced on the back foot. Chicken doesn't get a touch on that. Wesley does, thankfully. Mexi was there to shoot that ball in, and of course we all know what he can. Midas bumping that one up. Wesley up for that one, trying to pass it to Chicken. Doesn't get a touch. Chicken there anyway. Gets it past Mexi. Perg there as well off the corner. Great play from Chicken and Burnsville. I can almost see their creative brain trying to figure something out that will work against the Brainerd victory, but that might just be another goal off the crossbar. Wesley has to clear it.
Yeah, that was really close to being just another goal that was way too easy for the victory to work in there. But fortunately, we're able to get a touch off the crossbar. Mexi is going to get a nice touch, though, into the middle, unfortunately to the opposite team, as Perg was coming back towards his own net. Perg slow playing with very little boost, trying to get a 50. No one really gave it to him, though, so he's gonna have a bad turnover at midfield. Chicken's going to turn that bad turnover into a really nicely worked, slow played goal, but that was some really nice patience from Chicken at the end of the day.
Yeah, an odd play, to be sure. Not the most convincing air dribble, or whatever that was, but hey, it doesn't matter. They scored. They cut their deficit in half, and that's going to be huge with a little less than 20 seconds, less than half the game left, but they're going to have more work to do, and Midas, doing the work himself, puts it in, ties up the game.
Yeah, that's a great response. They pick up 2 right away. Kickoffs can just be so deadly if you don't get them right, and you're trying to get that momentum going back in your direction, and it just went the other way for him on that attempt. So here we are, 2-2, 2 minutes left. We're back to zeros for this game. So fortunately, the Inferno were able to kind of make up for those mistakes early on and get those easy goals back through a kickoff and a nice play on the offensive end.
And I do apologize for anyone watching the stream that can see Chicken's car. It is very bright. And I will turn off the setting that makes it like that. It hurts to watch right now, but I do apologize about that. But either way, Chicken trying to take a 50, maybe trying to flick it over, but a little too patient. Gets the ball taken away from him. Wesley getting bullied around. Gets demoed as well. Midas having to clear it out of his own corner. One goes for a dunk. Not able to. Not successful. Chicken. Absolutely a powerful shot towards Goff. Goff not able to deal with it.
That's a great read from Chicken off the ceiling. He just gets up before Goff is able to react to it, and then it's a really nicely placed shot. There's not a whole lot you can do with that one if you're Goff, unless you just try to pre-jump and read it. That's a really good 3 unanswered goals coming out from the Inferno, and they're coming out hot looking at 4 unanswered goals as Midas picks up another kickoff goal. The victory cannot be happy with giving up 4 in a row here.
Burnsville have awoken from their slumber. They're hitting the ball, and they're hitting the ball in the right direction. Midas scoring that one puts this team up 2-0. And Fiddlesticks, this is 4 unanswered goals from the Burnsville Inferno. They're looking hot in the past 2 minutes of this game. Wesley maybe going for another one off the backboard, gets a double touch. Midas and Chicken there. This could be dangerous. Wesley turning around on this one, awkward for Goff. Gets 50 with Chicken right by the goal line. Perk trying to carry it out of his corner, gets it down to half field. Midas turning around on this one. Chicken able to, tries to almost gets dunked, but gets it past one. Mexi again on the prowl, and Burnsville are just doing such a good job of hitting the ball around, making sure that Brainerd can't get anything going.
Yeah, their touches are intentional right now. That's kind of something that I look at when you get down in a game and you're trying to work yourself back is, are your touches intentional? Are you really trying to help your teammates with your passes, or are you just kind of, thrashing at the ball a little bit? And the Inferno are very intentional with their play right now, and it's really, really fun to watch. If you're the victory, you've got to be wondering, what can you do here in 30 seconds to try to bring this back? And I'm not sure there's a whole lot that they have in the tank.
Definitely a minute, 25 seconds left. Mexi trying to change the scoreline here. Puts it to the backboard. That's easy enough for Midas to clear. Gets bumped off. And Chicken will have to go for it instead. Dunks the back person. Tries to get one middle. Perg there to clear. It's going to clear it to the side. And I fear that clear. Actually, no, that's going to be all the way downfield. He might have a chance here. A pre-flip, but Chicken dives across for that one. 5 seconds left. They need 2 goals. Not going to get it off. 1 second left. Midas up. Still might get one for the road, but that's going to be game over for this one. Inferno will take game 1. Still off the wall. Midas will be trying to get another one. Hopefully, an own goal here. Wesley off the backboard. Mexi, I thought that was going to touch down, but it won't. Off the corner, he still has it up. Tries the backflip. Goff will take over. Rescues him from that situation. Midas puts it down, and that's going to be the end of game 1, Inferno.
That's, I think Inferno are going to be, they're not going to be happy with the first minute of that game. But you take the first minute of that one away, and I think you have a team that's really happy with their performance, coming back from down 2-0 to score 4 in a row, and really cut away any opportunity that the victory had. That wasn't a tight 4-0 win. That was a very convincing shutdown game played by the Inferno. It really, the victory didn't do a whole lot that they were scared of after those early 2 goals that they gave up.
Yeah, definitely. I think Inferno, they definitely struggled, like you said. In the beginning of the game, it looked like they weren't quite warm, not quite clicking with each other as well. But as soon as, a couple minutes in, they're looking hot. They're firing on all cylinders. So that's great to see from them. And honestly, that's more what I expected. A more kind of regular performance for them is to be playing like that. So hopefully they bring that to the rest of the series. Hopefully they bring that to LAN, that fire. And Chicken, I would love to see him win a Premier title, of course. But yeah, Chicken, I think, restarting his game, so we'll be getting this game 2 started in just a minute for you, but Victory, what do you think they have to do to get back into this?
Kind of what I've been thinking over for a few seconds here is what can the Victory do? Because their goals weren't super well-worked goals. They kind of took advantage of mistakes that were made by the Inferno, so you've got to wonder what can you do to open up that defense in a way that they hadn't done previously, and I think you're probably looking for maybe a little bit more physical play to come out of them, kind of getting a demo to spring open some play at the right time, create a little bit of space for themselves in the field. The Inferno were really shutting down midfield, and were really playing high on the field. So if you're the Victory, I think you need to get a little physical. You need to knock them out of the way. You need to create some actual space on the field for yourself, and that might be able to create a few offensive opportunities.
Yeah, just like you said, Inferno, a very aerial-based team. They like to be playing in the air, passing to each other. And Brainerd, they're definitely more based on ground play. Mexi and Goff especially. Perk is a little more aggressive, more aerial-based, but as a whole, their team is more ground play focused, and that might be a difference. They just look more comfortable in the air for the Burnsville Inferno, but not directly translating goals yet. Wesley off the wall, trying to get one, doesn't get it. But leaves it for Goff, maybe takes a 15. Oh, gets it past 1. That's just going to be in. Chicken not able to get back to it. Bottom right corner.
It's like their goals in the first game, their 2 goals. They're taking advantage of opportunities that the Inferno are giving them, and they're doing that really, really well. It's just the Inferno are too good of a team to only rely on that. So I think you need to see a little more creativity come out of them to create their own opportunities instead of just capitalizing on mistakes.
A huge clear from Wesley. Mexi forced clear it to his corner. Perk there as well as in support, and that's what I love to see from Brainerd. They support each other so well, but it doesn't matter. Burns will get it right past you. Midas up for this one so fast to the ball, beats Goff by a mile. Mexi at least gets it to his corner, gets it past Chicken as well. Wesley up for this one, I think third. Gets that all-important touch, gets it over 1, not able to get back to it. Chicken maybe pre-flipping, gets the bump. Is going to bump over the crossbar. Is it in? No, Mexi saves, but Wesley puts it in no matter what.
Really nice bump coming out on the back line. It just put them all 3 in an awkward position. No one really knew who should go for the ball, and that's just a hard situation to find yourself in as a team. You don't really know who's going for it, and your comms maybe break down a little bit as everyone panics, and there's the Inferno taking advantage. We're sitting at 1-1 about a minute into the game, with Purge trying to find it off the back wall, which he does. Gets a nice dunk, getting themselves into the offensive zone. See if Mexi can make a play on this. He doesn't, but Goff is going to keep it in with a nice pop. Unfortunately, Wesley gets that mid-boost. Perg, had a really nice opportunity to shoot at the back post and just puts it a little wide. Chicken with the air dribble, he's going to take it up higher. He's waiting for a challenge, trying to just air dribble straight into the net. Almost does, but Perg is able to get up and meet him at the point of attack. Oh, we have a really good opportunity coming in. Perg trying to pre-jump it, gets a little bit of a touch off the back wall, and plays it into his own corner. The Inferno look really threatening right now. It feels like another goal is coming for the Inferno.
Definitely, and what I love about the Inferno is that it could come from anywhere. Chicken, obviously a prolific goal scorer. Wesley has impressed me so much with his performances. I labeled him MVP of their series to get them into this spot in the first place, and Midas, we all know his quality as well. One of the top 3 players in MNCS. Not able to get the ball on that one, but this can come from anyone. Goff as well, trying to get it. Perg maybe taking a shot. It will be off target. Wesley can clear it to the side, but just not trouble for now. Mexi, no boost, tries to get it down. Midas will take over instead. And Perg, Brainerd, I think both of them are just doing a great job, Brainerd as a whole, to cut out Burnsville, but Burnsville, they'll break out no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like you're not seeing quite enough just midfield possession from the Victory right now. They're kind of giving up that space in the mid a little bit. You're not getting good rotations that are holding that offensive pressure. So I think that could be a really nice thing for the Victory to do in the latter half of this game as we approach about midway through game 2 here. But we'll see if they're able to do that or if they're just kind of forced to play from their own back end as they have been.
Definitely Mexi getting the clear on that one. Perg, in receipt of it, gets it over one. Wesley is smart about that and goes around the back, clearing it himself, and I love that smart play from Inferno. Sometimes they overcommit. Midas goes for the bump on this one, doesn't get it. Could have been in on that one, could have gotten the lead for his team. Goff trying to pass it to Mexi, an obvious play, but doesn't work. Chicken ready on the corner, able to make that touch, save it away. Goff so fast with that one. Can Mexi turn back on it, flicks it up. Wesley has all the time in the world to get the play going, but just gives it away to Perg. Perg misses that one. Wesley, what is he doing? That was an opportunity to score a goal, and both teams, you know, there's some sloppy play coming out from both teams' fiddlesticks. No team looks like they're going to score right now.
Yeah, it is a little interesting. We're having a lot of more misplays than I'm used to seeing out of either of these teams right now. So I'm curious if it feels like the team that cleans up their play is the one that's gonna take game 2 here, I really can't tell which side that's gonna go to. It seems like the Inferno maybe slightly have the upper hand, but we've seen some really good possession out of the Victory here over the past maybe minute and a half or so. As once again the Inferno have good offensive possession, but we have a bump attempt. First one misses, second one connects on Chicken as Goff is able to finish with the lead blocker out in front of him. That's just always a fun play if you can pull it off.
And for Chicken, the problem with having such a flashy car is that people can see you from a mile away for getting that bump, and that was absolutely crucial for that goal. Allowed Mexi to just put it in, gets the lead for his team. And against such a team as Burnsville, that's absolutely huge. I cannot state how important that is for them. But Wesley trying to make a change on this one, gets in middle. Midas gets it over one. Perg has to make the save, just puts it down. Can Chicken turn around? Flicks it up for this one. Wesley up for this one. We all know his aerial capabilities. Passes it down off the post. No goal yet for the Burnsville Inferno.
Yeah, Victory feel like they're scrambling a little bit, but that's a really nice touch by Pergel downfield, but Wesley's able to get back and cut it off. They've got 30 seconds to defend here, and it looks like they're all feeling the pressure right now as we have a really nice touch off the backboard from Chicken. Goff with a great save on the back line, but it's not enough as Midas comes in to level the game at 2 with 20 seconds left. That was a really nice first save, but there's just not a whole lot you can do if you don't have a teammate there to help out. He was left alone a little bit on his defensive line.
Yeah, he was going out for that, just needing to make the save. That he didn't even have any time to think about clearing it as well. So yeah, you really do need a teammate there to help you on that one. But Burnsville Inferno tie up this game. That's exactly what they were looking for. 10 seconds. Can they take it in open play before it goes to overtime? I'm sure that'd be preferable for Brainerd. They don't want to go to overtime with the Burnsville Inferno, but Midas setting it down. That could just be a goal. It might just be in. It'll be off the post. We head to overtime in this game too.
Game 2, overtime, tied 2-2. This is a huge, however many minutes we're going to have here in overtime. Last overtime game I had was 10 minutes, so hopefully we don't have another one of those, but it'll be interesting to see which team comes out here. This is, for the series, it's a big game. You don't want to go down 2-0 to this team if you're the Victory, so we'll see if they can pull out the W.
An awkward triple commit. I'm not sure if you saw that, but for Brainerd. That's not a good sign for things to come. Chicken with an opportunity here, puts it far corner. Actually, no. It'll be in the middle, right in the middle. But too high for the defender to reach. That'll be another game win for the Burnsville Inferno Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, the victory looked like they were scrambling throughout that overtime. Like you said, there's a bad triple commit. You never want to see that. And they never really felt like they settled themselves off of that kickoff. You need to find a way to kind of get yourself in after a kickoff in overtime and let the game kind of settle itself down. And they unfortunately just never really had a chance to do that. And it ends up with a 3-2 win for the Inferno, and here we are sitting at 2-0.
Definitely, and that's a spot that they're used to being in. If you look at the end of this season, they definitely had a hot streak going there. But for the victory, I believe you said earlier that both teams have won their past 5 series, so both of these teams in absolutely formidable form. But for the Inferno, they're just that one step ahead. And going into this next game, I asked you before what victory need to change, and I think they've tried, but not been successful.
Yeah, no, I think they've tried a little bit different. I still think kind of putting up that wall at midfield is something they could try to do a little bit better. It feels like they're conceding a lot of ground to the Inferno, and it just feels like this may be a game. You're down 2-0. There's not a whole lot to lose. Maybe just play a slightly higher line. And as I say that, Chicken comes in, puts in an early goal off the kickoff as he's just cheating on the kickoff really nicely, and that is the exact opposite of how you wanted to start this game if you are the victory.
Yeah, definitely. Inferno 2-0 up in the series, 1-0 up now in the game, 3 seconds in. Not a great start for victory, not what they wanted to see, but I have full faith that they can pull back in this one.
Yeah, I think they have a really good opportunity. They showed that they could score last game. They put up 2 goals. They've scored 4 goals in the 2 games, and just haven't had the goal at the right time. They're not scoring super timely goals right now. But all you need is a little bit of creativity. You need a little solo play, and suddenly that flips itself around as Midas puts a really nice shot off the post. Mexi gets a good 50 there to cut off the play and create an offensive opportunity for his team. Goff is going to wish he had a little more boost right now, as he just can't do a whole lot with that play, with the ball in a really good position. As Mexi gets beat on the wall by Wesley, Perg is going to try to stick with the ball. He's going to leave it actually for Goff, who maybe has a second touch off of his wall play. Chicken is going to get a decent clear. That Midas gets a good 50 off of Mexi, and Chicken's looking at an open net, unable to get his card control right, but he does get a good bump. This is looking like some good play from the Inferno, and right now the victory needs to be the one controlling the tempo.
Yeah, victory need to put their best foot forward, need to make a statement in this one. A great solo play would as well, but 2 demos for the Burnsville Inferno. That's going to leave it open for them. Chicken puts that in, makes it 2-0.
Yeah, that's Chicken. That's probably one of the easiest goals he's scored in this league. It's a really nice demo on the back line. Take out that third man, and all you have is a wide open net in front of you on the other side to go up 2-0 in Game 3.
Yeah, Game 3, it's do or die now. 2-0 up in the series for Burnsville. 2-0 down, or for victory. It's going to be awkward for them. Chicken, such a skilled player, gets it off the wall, off the ceiling as well. Midas reads that, gets a touch on, and Mexi, a long rotation around, but that'll give it right to Wesley. Wesley to the middle. Berg, a great bounce up to himself. 0 boost to work with, not going to be able to do much with it. A weird mistouch from Chicken, not going to be able to touch that. Goff to take a shot. No, it'll be off target. Maybe a touch middle. Wesley waiting there patiently for this one. Inferno, they're rotating so well, and I feel like they learned their lesson about overcommitting. I don't see that anymore from them.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. They've cleaned up a lot of their play. I was saying that in Game 2, that it seems like whoever cleans up their play is probably the one that's going to take it, and their rotations have been great as Perg gets up, gets a nice shot on, but he puts it off the post. Chicken there on the backside to clear off the line. Perg again, though, with a touch on goal. Oh, barely makes it in as it hits the crossbar, comes down, comes back up at the crossbar again, squeaks its way in, cutting that lead in half. We have a 1-goal game with 3 minutes left. That's a lot of time.
Signs of life coming from the Brainerd victory, and not surprised at all to see it's Perg scoring that one. Obviously, the most prominent goal scorer on his team, Mexi and Goff, both more defensive players. But either way, showing up big in this one. Actually made it to LAN last season as well for Perg, so hopefully he can make it back to, well, he will be at LAN, but hopefully he'll have a great performance for us to see. Goff trying to carry this one out. Only to himself, though, gives it to Chicken, bumps Wesley out of the way to take that ball. gets the boost as well. Wesley pre-jumping for this one. Not going to be effective, though, as Chicken doesn't get the greatest pass, but does get it middle eventually. Midas up for this one. Going to have to be awkward. Perg 0, but gets their boost. And for... Oh. Oh, what did I do? Was that an own goal from Wesley that I just saw, Fiddlesticks?
I think it was. I literally just put my head on the top of my head, or my hand on the top of my head, seeing that one come out. That is a very uncharacteristic play coming out from the Inferno, but it's great for the victory. We have a tie game here, and that I just didn't see that happening. It's a really nice opportunity for them, but Midas comes back off the kickoff. I was thinking before the kickoff before this that the victory need to get their kickoff settled, get themselves into the game, not get scored off of kickoffs, but here we are with another kickoff goal against the victory in this series.
Yeah, and that sucks for them. You know, you tied up the game finally in Game 3. You're down, you need to reverse sweep, and they score a goal like that on you to take away the lead once again, but they still have a lot of time, 2 minutes left. Mexi actually gonna put that in. What did I just see, Fiddlesticks? All 3 players working together to put that one in their own net.
Yeah, I'm laughing over here. This is just if I had quick chat right now, it would be "This is Rocket League."
Calculated.
It is calculated. That's right. This has been a very interesting minute of play, at least we can say. And let's see if the victory can calm things down off this kickoff. At the end of it, you're tied in a must-win game for yourselves. So that's really the only thing that you care about. However the goals are coming or the goals you're giving up, doesn't matter. Let's see if Mexi can get a good play off that sidewall, as Wesley gets a good touch to kind of kickstart his own offense and gets a dunk that keeps the ball in his offensive zone. Goff is going to play it long, but Midas plays it to the wall and is able to beat Goff as he's coming in. Perg kind of gets a soft touch, probably wanted a little bit more on that, as Wesley's able to control off the wall and attempt to take a 50 on Mexi, but unable to do so. We have a bit of a midfield battle that's happening here. Neither team is really getting deep into the offensive zone, and if they are, it's getting quickly cleared away by the opposition.
Yeah, and that's a testament to how well Victory are positioning themselves. Inferno are so good at just firing shots at you, one after another, all different directions. That puts your defense off. You're just out of position, but Victory maintaining their position for now, still in it, a tie game. Just over 1 minute left to go. We may head to overtime in Game 3, but we may not. If one of these teams can score in regular play to send it, or to not send it to overtime, rather, I'm sure that Inferno would rather have that happen, but a little more work to do before that does. Midas sending that down to the middle. Chicken does get a 50 on it. Wesley to the wall, and I love the plays from Inferno. Wesley trying to flick it up, Perg not having any of that.
Yeah, no, that was really good defensive play and reading by Perg. Way to be patient with the ball as well, rather than just dive in when he didn't really have the right positioning. So, Midas is going to have a good opportunity on net, and Perg is able to come over, avoid the bump on 0 boost, and make a play on the ball to really help his team there with only 30 seconds left. That would have been a really bad goal to give up if you're the victory, but the ball is still in their defensive end, as we have Perg creating some space with the demo in his defensive side, hopefully getting a clear out, which he does. That we have Goff looking for the ball as it comes off the crossbar. Chicken is flipping into the middle, but Wesley's able to help him out. Wesley playing the ball down for an opportunity for Chicken to pop, play off the back wall, see if one of his teammates can get on the end of it, and they are unable to. Here we have a kickoff. You think the victory have got to be locking in?
Victory, I think they'd be glad that one didn't go in their goal. Feeling lucky to go to overtime. Mexi almost getting a dunk from Midas, but Midas puts that in such a smart position. Goff up for this one so fast. Has some boost to work with off the wall to himself. Off the wall again. Wesley gets a pinch. Mexi forced to be on defense once again against Midas. It's not a name you want to see when you're on defense. Mexi sending that one up. A great pass to Goff. Goff still has control of it. Maybe trying to send it down, but no. Wesley will pop it up for Chicken. Chicken off the ceiling. Gets it past one. That might just be in. Mexi with a heroic save for his team. Gets it off the goal line.
Yeah, that's nice rotation. Just coming back. Being that support for your teammate. That's all you need to do. Sometimes is just be that last man back, rotating in to help your team out. But Chicken gets a good demo on the back line, and Wesley tries to take advantage of it, but Mexi's able to recover in time. Midas playing a ball high into the corner. He does beat his man. Wesley up, Goff up. Goff wins the 50 to get the ball going into his team's offensive side as Chicken just barely picks it off his nose, goes and collects that corner boost. Perg with a nice pass down. Mexi just in a slightly wrong position in midair, unable to correct himself to put the shot on target. Chicken trying to carry the ball downfield, gets cut off by Goff. Wesley's up, Perg is up. We have a little bit of a waterfall situation going. Ball is touched by Wesley into that lower corner, unable to get the save for the victory, and there we're gonna have it.
My MVP of their last play-in series strikes once again. Gonna take the series for Burnsville. Scores in overtime in Game 3. They sweep. We've had 2 sweeps tonight, Fiddlesticks. Barons and Inferno. I'm not surprised at all to see them as both teams on top.
Yeah, no, I think coming in, I was expecting this one to be a little bit closer, at least go 4, so I'm a little surprised to see a 3-0, but always thought the Inferno probably had the upper hand in this one. But yeah, like you said, 2 sweeps in a row, so things are getting interesting as we get ever so closer to that championship weekend.
Definitely, and that is the last of our series for tonight, so that will be the end of our show, but we do appreciate you sticking around. Of course, always a pleasure to cast with you, Fiddlesticks. We saw some absolutely amazing gameplay, and remember, this is just a precursor to what's to come at our live event next weekend. Going to be even better, even louder, and it's all live in person, so it's going to be a much better experience, but that is the end of our stream. Thank you for casting with me, Fiddlesticks. Always a pleasure. Any final thoughts?
No, just really looking forward to next weekend. I hope folks show up and just enjoy the Rocket League. It's going to be a fun time, and thank you again for joining us tonight. It's been nice casting alongside you, Tibbles, so have a good one.
Definitely, and we'll see you next weekend, hopefully, for our live event. See you then.
I carried you home, taking all the weight off your shoulders. Now it all gone, falling into 1 year older. It's funny how our love began when I was sober. Now I stumble in a room where nobody else cares. Now I'm in 2 minds thinking about you. I'm in 2 minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in 2 minds thinking. Now I'm in 2 minds thinking about you. I'm in 2 minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in 2 minds thinking.